All right, here we go. Start of the second squad of women's competition in round 3 here at the 49th QubicaAMF Bowling World Cup in Krasnoyarsk, Russia. I'm Lucas Wiseman of Bowl TV. Thanks for joining us. We've got the Netherlands, Turkey, Wales, Mexico, the Azores, and Costa Rica for you here in game 1. As we can have the final squad of round number 3 for the women. After the first squad this morning, no surprise that Caroline Lagrange of Canada still in the lead. She bowled a 300 in game 5 this morning. It's the first 300 game in the women's division so far. Caroline ended up with 1490 today. So another great set for her. And her average for 18 games, 247.17, the class of the field so far. Next closest on her squad is the lefty Sherry Tan of Singapore at a 232.17 average. So Caroline out-averaging her squad by 15 pins a game. High on this squad after 12 games, Almi Guerra of the Dominican Republic at 236.33. And Danielle McEwen next on the squad, Team USA member, sitting at a 230.75 average after 12 games. Make an early bold prediction. We'll have another 300 on this squad. That's my prediction for this second squad for the women in round 3. I think we'll have another 300 game. We had one earlier with Caroline Lagrange, and I think that we will see at least one on this squad. We'll see if I'm right. It's a hard prediction to make because it's so hard to bowl a 300 game. But I think it's going to happen. And for those wondering, yes, Danielle McEwen is on this squad, Team USA member. She's actually on 21 and 22 right now. And it looks like Danielle will move our direction for the next game. So we'll have Danielle McEwen on for game number 2 today. Almigetta, spare 5-bagger to start this game. It's on 19 and 20. 20. Danielle McEwen, double spare triple. So she's bowling well to start this block as well. Almy and Danielle are still bowling great games. Danielle can max out at 279. Almy can shoot 290. Got some good games going on our featured pairs as well. Turkey can shoot 279. Mexico can shoot 257.
kun je net iets makkelijker lopen.
Ja.
Ga je niet staan en...
En ik mis mijn wandelingen, dus ik beperk nu zo ongeveer de 2 vierkante meter. Ja, daarom ga ik ook.
You can see, you might be able to see, I should say, Almi Geta on the far right side of your screen in just a moment. Getting ready to bowl her 9th frame. Max score 290 still out there. There she is. Another strike. Danielle McEwen ended up with 277 opening game, and we'll get to see her next. Almigata finished with 290 through 11 strikes in a row at the end of that game, after starting with a spare. So a big start for some of the players on this squad.
seen more than I need to say. If that's the question you're asking, yes. I mentioned that to John this morning.
Game 2 about to get started. We've got Team USA, Venezuela, Israel, Switzerland, and Moldova on the featured pairs.
Sounds good.
Yeah, John Szczerbinski's decided to pay us a visit. Hi, John.
Hi, Lucas. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. I
Did you
went and took a nap between this last squad here.
Really?
Yeah, ran up to the room, laid down for a half hour, and came back to
Feel good?
do some more live streaming. Yep,
Good. Did you get any sleep last night?
I did. Yeah, 7 hours.
Dang, and you
never-
had to take another nap too?
Can never get enough.
Jeez. I say last night was the first time I actually I slept till about 6:15.
Wow, you got past 3 a.m.
I got past 3 a.m.
Nice.
I know, like everyone's been saying, I'm gonna be all set here right as we get ready to leave.
Looked like a pretty good first game for Danielle, huh?
Yeah, 277 was
Yeah, not bad.
pretty solid game. Just got a couple good smacks on the old 10 pin, got them out, so just got to keep putting some strings together.
Yeah, pretty high score in first game. Almy had 290, so
Yeah.
Danielle shoots 277 and loses ground
Yep.
to Almy.
Trying to gain some ground, but it's good. I mean, it's good for her confidence just to start off so strong and actually moving instead of making a jump across the end of the house. She's moving across the middle of the house, so it should be able to be a little bit better.
Have you found? Oh, look at that! She collapsed it for the strike. Have you found much different pair to pair in this place, or is it pretty close?
Pair to pair, it's actually fairly close. Usually, though, when you make the jump, there tends to be a little bit more of a difference. I noticed that when you go to the higher end, it definitely seems to be a little bit more friction throughout the whole part of the lane. So you kind of just have to equate for that and just do it. And then, but like yesterday, a couple, the one pair, I think it was game 5. I think it was actually no, it wasn't on the live stream. It was game 4. Just change balls and throw a pretty good shot, leave a swisher 7, throw a strike, throw another strike, and then go back on the same lane, and all of a sudden the ball doesn't hook. It was very unique, very interesting. A 210 and came back, and then Rod and I talked about it, and we thought we had to make a parallel move right, which we did with toot and toot, and then I 2-pinned again. It was just unbelievable to have such a good reaction on the first shot in that lane, then all of a sudden it just ends up being that much tighter. So then finally tried to make another adjustment, and you ring 10 again. So that was pretty much the only lane, the only pair that I've had that much difference with moves and whatnot going out through my blocks.
Well, John Szczerbinski is on with us. And you made a pretty good move yesterday. You went from like 17th to 11th, something like that.
Yeah, I'll take that. It was pretty good. I mean, first day wasn't like I wanted it to go, and then the second day definitely a little bit better. I felt like I left a lot of 9 counts. So if I can just get a couple more of those 9 counts out of the games and make them strikes, then I think things will be a little bit better. So I feel like definitely some scores are out there. I feel like 13 or 15-20 is definitely really doable, and maybe even higher than that. I've been trying to set my goal for about. I was setting my goal yesterday to shoot 1600, and seeing Mott's just missed it. I think 1400 would be a good goal right now, so I can take over the lead as the high or is the record for the highest 6-game block. So I think that's my goal, is to shoot 1,400 now. One of these next 2 days, preferably today.
Yeah, scores have been pretty high so far this week.
Yeah.
8 300s, and I don't know how many 800s we've had. I know we've had at least 2 because Peter Hillstrom had 2.
Yep.
I would imagine that Matt's had 800 in there somewhere. He had to have had 800 in there somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere in there. I think he did. I think he went like 260, 270, 280, or 270, 250, 280.
But for it to be officially a 3-game or an 800 has to be games 1 through 3 or 4 through 6.
Correct.
So. Yeah, $15.99 yesterday for Matt's Belgium.
Yeah, that was pretty impressive. I mean, it kind of got hidden a little bit, got overlooked by what Tori was doing.
Yeah.
I mean, and Mats comes out and just basically doing the same thing, just kind of over more games, and then all of a sudden at the end of the day, I heard you saw me in the elevator and you told me that Mats shot 15.99. I was like, that's not. I was like, and Tori, I just was in amazement that it was that high.
Yeah, he didn't shoot any 300s, but had a pretty big score. Danielle, third frame, good shot.
Dead flush.
If you guys have any questions for John,
Yeah.
manly voice Szczerbinski,
That's right. Someone said I had a manly voice yesterday.
feel free to ask it in the chat.
Danielle and I are rocking the all white. She's got the white skirt on. I got the white pants on.
Yeah, I posted
So-
a picture on the USBC Facebook page. I said it's a whiteout in Siberia.
That's right. That's perfect. Because I'm glad it's not white out outside, because
It's coming.
it could be treacherous. Hopefully
It's coming.
it doesn't get too bad. Hopefully we can at least make it to Moscow and spend the night in Moscow.
I was actually just trying to figure out the weather here when you walked up. I have got the weather maps up, trying to figure out where we are, but it's all in Russian, so I can't understand a word of it. So,
That's funny.
yeah. I'm going to have to get one of the friendly volunteers here to help me figure out where the city is on the map, because it's a little hard to find. I think I know where it is, but just have to find Mongolia and go north by
Pretty
a little
much.
bit from the western edge of Mongolia. It's kind of weird to think we're so close to Mongolia, isn't it?
I know, right? I mean, in relation, you have no idea really is, and then all of a sudden you get here and you're like, oh, yeah, that's where it is. And just like a lot of the other countries that were part of the old Russia, and just like I was talking to my buddy from Ukraine, Misha. I mean, just like how close they really are, but yet they're really not close. It was pretty funny.
Hey, we got a question for you, John. Dustin Weissenberger wants to know what balls you're using this week.
Seeing as I'm on Rotogrip staff, I got a bunch of Rotogrip balls in my bag, and then also I'm allowed to use the Storm product as well. But what I brought was a Marvel S. Then my progression is Marvel S. Then I throw a Disturbed IQ Tour, the blue one, the dark blue one. Then I go to a High Road Pearl, and then a Wrecker, and then just my plastic ball. And first couple games, I feel like the Disturbed is probably the best look. The IQ Tour has been a little iffy for me. I haven't really found myself really liking what I'm seeing on the lanes with the IQ Tour. And then High Road Pearl came into play a little bit the first day, but I used the Wrecker the last game, and that was probably one of the best looks I had later in the block. So I think I might be getting myself into the Wrecker a little bit sooner, if it's possible. So just got to see how things transition a little bit today, and follow some different people, and some people might play a little differently, just different strategies going into the third day, try to make a little bit of move, and just kind of have to see how things basically just play what the lane gives you.
Royal Melvin wants to know if you bowled in college. I know the answer to that, but why don't you go ahead and answer it?
Yes, I did. I bowled Wichita State University for 4 years, and had some pretty good success in the program. And
I would say
probably,
so, yeah. You guys had a great team.
Yeah. Probably some of the greatest years of my life. Probably the greatest years of my life, I have to say. It was friends I made, just bowling itself. It was the best.
Jeff wants to know what you think about amateurs competing in bowling in professional tournaments. I'm not sure how that's relevant, but I guess maybe like the Masters or something. You've got a lot of amateurs who come out and bowl. And,
Yeah, that's
not everybody wants to be a professional bowler, but they're good enough, obviously,
yeah, of
to bowl
course.
at that level. But not everybody has the drive to be a professional bowler. It's not what everybody wants to do.
Yeah, of course, and it's nice to be able to have those open field events where they can come kind of test their skill and see what it's like to bowl against the best. And I mean, I don't even consider myself in that statement. Like when I say the best, I'm not even close to being there yet. And I just let it happen. I mean, because it's fun to see some people that you don't expect to make it, the underdogs come up and bowl good and beat some of the professional guys who are out there doing it for a living. So if you really feel like you can, come out and do it, because it's a lot of fun, and usually the Masters is probably one of the best events out there. You're allowed to bowl against the best. I think you get 18 games of qualifying, and then you go right into match play, which is probably one of the hardest match plays ever. Because if you happen to get knocked out the first round, you still have one life left, but boy, do you have a long way to go. So if you're out there and you're an amateur and you have something to shoot for, maybe bowl in the Masters this upcoming year, I think is in February. Come out and try it. A lot of fun. It's a good time too.
Will Austin is a junior in high school, and he's curious if you think Purdue is a good college for men's club bowling. Trying to find a college that is good in academics and has a decent men's team. Purdue's a great school for bowling. It's a personal decision where you go to bowl. I mean, collegiately, it's not one that we can tell you whether they're a good program or not. They've had some good bowlers there. I know that.
Yes.
But you have to make that decision for yourself. I mean, you went to Wichita. How did you make that decision to go to Wichita State?
It literally happened at the end of May, prior to that season. I basically committed right as school was finishing up there. It was a kind of a last-minute deal. Gordon just kind of got in contact with Gordon from a couple months prior, sent me information, kind of had some conversations back and forth, and parents and I just said, you know what, John, I think you need to try this. I mean, I know it's a little bit of a hike and you'll be away from home, but I think it's going to be really good for you. So just kind of persuaded me, I guess, well enough to go there, and I paid off. I'm so glad I made the decision to go out there and do it. And the friends that I made, that's the biggest thing I feel, is the friends that I made and the relationships I'll have for the rest of my life. Sometimes you never let those go, and you can't just trade that for anything.
Well, thanks for all the questions, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Danielle has got the potential for another good game here.
Yep, absolutely. She's up in the 7th right now. She's working on a strike with 109 in the 5th.
With the scores this high this week, John, what's par for you this week, you think? What's the game that you think is just kind of like, is it like 230, kind of where you feel like you're not losing ground to the field?
I would say, yeah, I think if you really want me to get specific, I'll go with 238.
Okay, there you go.
But that's just basically my standard, though. Some people might have a different standard. Nice shot, Danielle. It's just tough because you kind of see the scores and what the scoring pace is like, and you expect a lot more out of yourself, and that's kind of what I do. And I expect myself to shoot 250 every game, at a minimum. And sometimes it just doesn't happen, so you have to, just get yourself back, and hopefully you can pull off one of those big games where you shoot 270, 280, or even, you never know, have the front 11 and finish it off for 300. So it just kind of depends on scoring pace. I mean, whatever tournament goal, wherever you go, the scoring pace is higher here. So if you shoot 200 even, it's not necessarily a good game. Whereas if you go to the U.S. Open and you're grinding and you shoot 200, that's almost like a 230, 240 game here. So it's a a different animal, and you just got to make sure that mentally upstairs you're committed to what's going on and letting yourself just be relaxed and make some good shots.
Yeah, you can only afford 2 or 3 spares a game in this format, huh? Can't too many mistakes allowed out there. Pat Torgerson of Norway has the front 8 on 5 and 6 right now. That's become my job as a 300 viewer, watcher, looking out for those perfect games where they might pop up.
And
I made the bold prediction before this squad started that we would see another one for the women on this squad, so I'm kind of pulling for somebody to get one.
for sure. You know, the thing is, too, Lucas, you know, remember all those times that you've done the live streaming and you had the front 9, front 10, and you've gone to view them and everything, and then all of a sudden they don't get it, and everyone calls the old Wiseman jinx. I think it's complete opposite right now.
She just missed, by the way. She left a single pin.
Well,
There's the jinx.
foot and mouth. There you go.
That's all right. We've had our fair share of 300s already this week, and there's going to be more, I'm sure.
Who was that again? I'm sorry?
Pat Torgerson.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No surprise there.
Yep. Torre's ex-wife.
Oh, we got see any other scores around anywhere? Not. I see a couple strings of strikes.
Almy moved away from us.
No, she's actually right here.
Oh, she moved left. Oh, okay.
Yeah, Almy's having a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, she's having one of those games that's going to hurt the old average there.
Yeah, for sure.
Only max at 226. She's off to the left of the featured pair. So I guess she's moving right alongside Danielle today, huh? I don't know. Has it been that same way the whole tournament?
I think
they've the same people.
Well, I think it's just the double, the two people on the one lane.
Oh, okay.
They're the same, and then the 2 people on the one lane stay together, and then the singles basically is by themselves. So it's just a mix-up of the pair and whatnot. So that's all that really is. And then you just mix up who you bowl with, and then your different cross. I think I started on the left first day, and I kept moving left. And then yesterday I was on the right, so I kept moving right. So I think today I will be left as a single. Danielle up in the 9th, working on a 3-bagger. She's got a max of 259. Oh, that looks really good. They were asking for it to strike, but I thought it was pretty good off her hand. Apparently, it wasn't the right spot. So what else we got going on around here? Venezuela's up on lane 16. Working on a spare in the 8th, 146 in the 7th, 220. The old 7-pin. Looks like Pat from Norway looks like she's going to end up shooting 260. She's 9 spare in the first shot in the 10th as well, so it's still a pretty solid game for her to get her going a little bit.
You guys are just tuning in. You're watching the 49th QubicaAMF Bowling World Cup from Krasnodar, Russia. I'm Lucas Wiseman. John Szczerbinski, Team USA, is joining us. Of course, QubicaAMF, the sponsor of the Bowling World Cup, and using the XLI Edge pin spotters here this week. The exclusive patented Edge Performance Lift and Cam delivers the best frames per stop performance in the industry, so there's less machine downtime. It's the quietest, fastest, and most reliable pin spotter on the market, so bowlers don't hear the machines running, making for a more pleasant environment.
That's one thing I have to say. Everything has been extremely good so far.
Yeah, the pin setters have been great so far.
Yeah,
and I expect that to continue.
Absolutely. You know, like I said yesterday, we've had our hiccups, but the host, hotel, and bowling center, the people at the bowling center, just have tried to make our stay here extraordinary. So.
Danielle with 5 strikes in a row now. And Danielle looks like she's on her way to a game in the 250s if she can get another strike.
Yeah, absolutely. She
And
does.
she make up some ground on Almy, too.
Yeah, for sure. I'll put her at, what 130, 136 over for 2 games, which would be pretty solid. Ooh, and she got it.
Yeah, and I think the key is you got to. Total pinfall carries all the way through until they cut to the step ladder. So you got to try to be in that top 3 by the end of the week. And so the closer you can stay there, the better easier it's gonna be.
Absolutely. Just get as many pins as you can get. Even on fill balls, I mean, that's the biggest thing. If you get 6 counts on quite a bit of your fill balls, even though you're on a double or something like that, you're giving away quite a few pins that could mean make or break time when you make to the step ladder. So you just got to make sure you get as many pins as you can get, especially seeing how high scoring it is right now. So just got to keep with the foot on the pedal, to the metal.
There
you go. And she got it, 259. Nice game, Danielle.
I think it'll be tough for Danielle to catch Carolyn Lagrange, but can at least make some headway here on this squad.
Lost you there for a second. I don't know what happened. Not sure.
Yeah, we got the audio back.
Okay, good.
Just wrapping up this second game of the block.
I know. I think I'm going to have to scoop my way down with Danielle so I can
One more question before you
keep an eye on
go.
her. For sure.
Royal wants to know who is or was your PBA role model growing up? Which professional bowler did you look up to?
Well, the one guy I have to say, I was just thinking about it here for a second, because there was kind of been so many, and that just have the right frame of mind and the right mindset, and just a good physical game. But the one guy that I always watched and always loved watching was Mr. Barnes. I have to say, I just loved his intensity on the lanes. He is fairly hard on himself, so I mean, it just kind of demands perfection, and just really enjoy what he does for himself and how much work he's really put into it and how good he really is. He's a studier of the game, and now that I know him and was fortunate enough to bowl with him doubles here at the World Championships about 2 months ago in Vegas, just keeps adding to my desire to be like him, I guess. I love his work ethic. I love his brains. I love his smarts. And most of all, he just is an extremely quality shot maker. I mean, one person that can compete with a throw bot, in my opinion, is him. He just can repeat shots so well, and does the same thing over and over again. So just really enjoy Chris. He's a pretty good guy too. Real fun to hang around with, and have good conversations with. So Chris Barnes is the guy.
All right, good answer. The phone's blowing up over there. I guess people are still awake in the U.S.
Yeah, it's really not. I mean, it's late, but it's not too late.
Yeah. It's
it's almost midnight on the east.
45 on the East Coast right now.
So I mean, if you're on the West Coast, stay up for a little bit longer, watch the rest of this girls squad, and support bowling.
Yeah. Well, thanks, John, for stopping by, and I'm sure you'll go root on Danielle for the rest of the squad.
Yeah, it'll be fun. She's gonna keep bowling well, and she's gonna keep striking, so make things a little bit easier.
Yeah, it's always fun to watch when they're bowling well, for sure.
Absolutely.
A lot stressful.
You never want to see your teammate be upset with themselves or be down. So
What squad are you on tonight?
I bowl right after this.
Oh, you do? Okay.
So 3 a.m. Eastern.
I wonder if Christina will stay up.
I don't know. We'll see. She just yelled at me for not letting her know that I was
On the live
talking
stream?
with you.
Oh.
So we'll
She
see.
wanted to hear your manly voice, I
My
guess,
manly
right?
voice. So
All right, John.
who knows? Take care. Thanks again, Lucas.
See you later.
See ya.
John Szczerbinski, Team USA. See him a little bit later out on the lanes. But in the meantime, game number 3 getting ready to begin.
Je kunt er niet zo ver meer vandaan.
And waiting to see who we're going to have on the featured pairs of this game. Waiting for the names to move here on our scoreboards. Looks like we're going to have Russia, Tajikistan, Czech Republic, Scotland, Northern Ireland, and Mongolia here for game number 3. We got the updated standings now after that last game. And looks like Danielle McEwen has moved ahead of Almi Guerra on the squad and into second place based on average. Danielle 259 last game. Almi only had 173. Nobody is going to catch Carolyn Lagrange of Canada. Carolyn securely in the #1 position, and she will stay there. Carolyn already bowled her squad this morning, but 300 game this morning and 1490. She's at a 247.17 average for 18 games. And in order for Danielle McEwen to catch Carolyn on this squad, Danielle would have to average 286 in the last 4 games. Doesn't quite seem like that's going to happen. But yeah, on this squad, Danielle in the lead, 236.07 average. Almi just 6 pins behind her, 235.64 average. And Pat Torgerson is next on the squad. And the Russian, Evgenia Zelenkova of Russia is in 4th on the squad. Neil McEwen just plugging right along, strike, spare, triple. And Almigetta has rebounded after that 173 game to have the front five of this game. Excuse me.
let me walk outside where I can hear.
How's it going?
Not bad. Too hard and coordination is poor. Typical problems. No, yeah, the main is just the absence of experience. That's it. It's just an experience. Doesn't look like when a guy from France is reading, the 10,000 first or second time. When it comes to presenting everybody with it, and here it's like, the guys decided to make this yesterday evening after you must come. And then in the morning they say, okay guys, now we're going to make the second one. We're going to start, we're going to continue. It's always questions when it's not coming from technical reasons. У вас со звуком пишет? Not so well maybe like English, but sorry.
Almost 3,000.
We recorded with sound now. Here.
Yeah, the Millicup is good.
There is my
say hello to my brothers and sisters in Ireland. Tell them I'm still alive. It's warm. Not snowed in here. Don't tell them. I want to see them next month.
Just tuning in, you're watching live coverage of the QubicaAMF Bowling World Cup here live on Bowl TV. We are in Game 4, and we've got Reunion, Hong Kong, Norway, Croatia, Japan, and Ukraine on the featured pairs for this game. Game 406. I can tell you that the bowler from Spain has the front 7 right now, down on, lanes 9 and 10. So we'll keep an eye on that. And she just missed. Left an 8 count. By the way, as an example, Oh, Danielle McEwen, rough game, 168. Down on the high end of the bowling center. Looks like Almigetta shoot 247 this game, so I would guess that Almi's going to jump back ahead of her. Raven asking about Korea. Nope, they're not here this year. Not sure why. Well, we are just wrapping up game number 4. So 2 games to go after this one. Moving along at a pretty good pace on this squad. Pat Torgerson with 246 for Norway.
How are you? Fine, thank you.
All right, game number 5 getting underway here. Poland, Spain, Mexico, Dominican, Turkey, Wales. Poland, Spain, Mexico, Dominican, Turkey, Wales on the featured pairs for game number 5. So the standings are up to date now, and Almi Gata, as we expected, jumped ahead of Danielle McEwen on the squad by quite a bit, 100 pins now. And in fact, I think Almi went ahead of her last game, actually. But Almi about 100 pins ahead of Danielle after Danielle shot the 160 last game, 168 last game. But Danielle's got the front four here in game number 5. Almi spare strike spare. Evgenia Zelenkova of Russia, third on the squad, and Pat Torgerson of Norway is fourth on the squad. And then after that, it's Viviana Delgado Cruz of Costa Rica. And she is down in 12th place based on average, but the 5th highest player on this squad. So a little bit more than a game and a half to go here in round 3. Tomorrow we have round 4, which is going to be the final round for a lot of players, as we will cut to the top 24 men and top 24 women after tomorrow. Of course, the QubicaAMF Bowling World Cup presented by QubicaAMF. And I want to talk a little bit about the Summit S lane machine from QubicaAMF. Excuse me. Thanks to an all-variable spray system, the Summit S-Series machines clean faster and better, no matter how much oil is on the lanes. The Summit S-Series can accurately apply more than 100 units of conditioner per lane in less than 2 minutes, and a typical pattern in less than 60 seconds. Using our patented conditioning technology, the Summit S-Series offers a wider variety of conditioning patterns than most, giving more opportunities to please every type of bowler. So for more information on the Summit S lane machine, please go to QubicaAMF.com.
出てないよ。
Final game in progress here. We've got Tunisia, Uzbekistan, Israel, Venezuela, and a couple of Pacers here for game number 6. Final game of round 3 for the women. Standings scrolling on the bottom of your screen. And Almiguera still leading the squad. 238.82 average. Danielle McEwen is second on the squad at 233.24. Caroline Lagrange from Canada, she bowled this morning, and 247.17 average for her for 18 games. So that's kind of where we stand here in the final game of round number 3. One more round to go tomorrow for the women before we make the cut to the top 24. So Danielle McEwen off to the left of the featured pair here with the front 6 this game. Danielle trying to end round 3 with a bang here. And Danielle's run came to an end with a 2-pin in the 7th. So it looks like no 300 on this squad. I was wrong with my prediction. But some great bowling on the squad nonetheless. Oh, looks like Danielle McEwen can max out at 279 this game if she strikes out of the 10th. Almi Guerra also bowling a good game. She can shoot 258. Zelenkova of Russia. She's going to be in the 240s, it looks like, 248 max. Danielle McEwen on the far left side of your screen. You can see the ball at least going down the lane. Just struck again, get her in the 270s, so 279 max for Danielle if she strikes on her final ball. So the clapping is for Danielle McEwen, 279, final game. As we wind down here, this final game of round 3 for the women.
Thank you. Does she smile? For a second? You sure?
The camera came up and that was a big smile.
I'm her mother. I don't see it that often. Bowling alleys and smiles? No.